Hello everybody and welcome to something a little different. Now obviously I do my universe and I do my GM for you guys, but we will also be doing a live stream once a week, once I've got the spare day, and that will be either us to do some tournaments or whatever, or what I'm thinking is a universe which you guys control. I obviously am going to have the controller, but you guys get to pick what matches you want, what rivalries you want, that sort of thing. And we'll do it that way. We'll do Raw, SmackDown, NXT. This one though, this video is going to be maybe a couple of parts. I don't know how many parts it's going to be, but what I'm thinking of doing, I've added nearly everybody to each roster. I'm going to simulate. We're going to simulate the entire season, but what we're going to do first is we're going to simulate each pay-per-view. So we're simulating to Backlash, see what's happened. We'll have a look. Right, so now we go on tonight's show and we go into news. So this is what we've had so far. All Chelsea and Piper appeared on stage to applaud Dakota Kai and Bayley for their recent performances last week. So these are going to be in a rivalry, aren't they? Zelina Vega took the win against her opponent against Zia Lee. We've got JD taking on Gunther, Seth Rollins and Randy Orton. Joe Gacy is fighting Scripps, okay. And the Judgment Day versus Angel Carranza and Humberto Carrillo, the latest. Okay, so if we check rivalries for each brand, these are the rivalries for each brand so far. So SmackDown hasn't really got many, it doesn't matter, it's fine. These are going to be the matches. So we've got the Bloodline versus Channing, Stacks, Lorenzo, Tony D'Angelo, Damon Kempt. Okay, this is what the computer's gone with. Okay, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. So what we do is we simulate it. Oh no, random, isn't it? We'll go random. Obviously we're going to let the... What's going to happen random? Oh, they're lost. They're lost. Actually, probably it's best not to do this. Okay, so these are the rivalries after the first week. Okay, so what we're going to do is go into this and we switch to the next pay-per-view, Night of Champions, and we'll see what's happened after all that. So Backlash to Night of Champions, we go Raw, SmackDown, NXT, all that. We're going to see what's happened. So the news, let's go all the way down here. So week 2, this is what's been happening. Solo's most mental victory by stomping on Xavier Woods after the match. Tensions run high. Cody Rhodes is in a feud with Shinsuke. Randy Orton's now been fighting Baron Corbin. Okay, so these are the feuds we've been getting. Historical stats, that's nothing at the moment. Roster. Rivalries. So these are the rivalries for the next pay-per-view. And roster power rankings for each one. So Joe Gacy's at the top at the moment. God, he's doing quite well, isn't he? Okay, that's not who I thought would be at the top, but there you go. The championships. No, that's not what we want to see, is it? It's the shows. Edit shows. Okay, each champion. Let's have a look at the champions. So Strowman is the world champion. Gunther is still the Intercontinental champion. Then we got, these are still the Raw Tag Team champions. Women's champion still Rhea, and the women's tag team is Alba and Isla. Okay, that's fine. That's pretty cool. NXT. Let's see what's happening here. Let's have a look at the championships. They haven't got a women's champion. And the Dragunov is the NXT champion still. Dirty Dom is the North American champion. And obviously we have the NXT tag team champions are still D'Angelo and Lorenzo. That's strange, isn't it? I'm surprised that the computer hasn't got a women's champion yet there. Let's see what SmackDown's got. I don't think it's going to be any different. Of course, Roman is still the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. We have Logan Paul is still the United States Champion. We do have new SmackDown Tag Champions, Los Lafarias. Women's Champion still Io Sky, and then obviously we know the Women's Tag are. So let us continue on. We're going to simulate again, this time to Battleground. We'll just keep simulating to each paper. I could simulate the entire year and we could have a look that way, but I thought it'd be better if we do it this way. Rivalries this time. So those are the rivalries at the moment still ongoing. These are the rivalries on NXT, the rivalries on SmackDown. So these are the past rivalries. Zelina Vega won hers, Gacy won his, Judgment Day lost theirs on SmackDown. You got Gunther won his against JD. I didn't think he would. I don't think he'd lose to JD anyway. Seth won. No. So the women's champions lost to Damage Control, but they didn't lose the belts. So maybe the titles weren't on the line then. Randy Orton beat Baron Corbin. The Miz beat Joe Gacy, and then we got the New Day beat the Bloodline. Okay, this is looking quite interesting. Wow, Seth lost. Okay, let's go to... not to news, no. Best way to do it is we go back to edit shows, have a look at the champions again. Strowman's still the champion. Gunther's still the champion. Champions haven't changed on Raw. Have they changed on NXT since the last time? No, they haven't changed since the last time we checked. SmackDown. SmackDown hasn't changed either. Okay, so let us fast forward again to NXT Gold Rush. So we're going from NXT Battleground to NXT Gold Rush, and we're going to see if the titles change again. Yeah, the reason I'm doing this rather than just skipping the entire year is because I want to see how dramatically it changes from each pay-per-view. Again, edit shows, go back and have a look at the championships again, then we'll have a look. So the titles still haven't changed over on Raw. NXT still hasn't changed. SmackDown still hasn't changed. Not yet, it hasn't. So there's something else we can also do. The other thing we can also do is we go into championships, to the championships, and you go stats, and then you go Dragunov's been champion. There's not been any swapsies on that one. Logan Paul has took the North American Championship away from Dirty Dom. He is now double champion, isn't he? These are still the tag team champions. Well done to them. There's no women's champion still. Roman Reigns is still the champion. Strowman beat Seth. No one's beaten him yet. Gunther, obviously he hasn't lost. Obviously these knocked off Finn Balor and Damian Priest. These have just kept the belt. He's still champion, so he's a double champion. Io's still the champ. That belt hasn't changed, as neither has that belt. So there we go. Let's continue on. And now we're going to skip to Money in the Bank. I might just skip to Raw next time. Yeah, I might just skip to Raw each time. So we've got Money in the Bank. Let's just, in fact, let's have a look at the matches that they've got on offer. These are the matches. Not bad. So that's not bad. That's actually a good match. That's a good match. Seth versus CM Punk. Wow, okay. And this is the men's ladder. Wow, okay. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll skip to Raw to see what actually happened. So we'll skip to Raw because we want to see who won what. Yeah, edit shows, Raw. Strowman is still champion. Gunther's still champion. So none of the titles changed hands, but Cody is now the Money in the Bank winner. He'll be challenging Strowman. On NXT, this is what we have for NXT. Rhea Ripley is now the NXT Women's Champion, so she's a double champion as well. SmackDown. Oh my god. He's now got the United States title as well. Look at this. Rhea Ripley's got the Raw title, the NXT title, and now she's got the Money in the Bank to challenge the SmackDown. So she's going to have all the belts, isn't she? She's going to have all the gold. That is crazy. What we'll do is we'll simulate again to this Raw. Just so we've got past that pay-per-view so we can see what happened again at that pay-per-view. Edit shows again. We'll have a look. See, I don't think anything would have changed in this. You never know. Oh, Cody cashed in and failed. Shocking. Bobby Lashley's now the NXT champion. These are still going on there. Let's have a look on SmackDown. This is crazy. Okay, this hasn't changed. Oh my god, yes it has. Rhea's got all the gold. Rhea Ripley has all the gold. That is just crazy. Will she keep it? That's the thing. Like, now that we've had a few championships change, we'll go to my universe again, have a look at my championships to look at the stats again. So Dragunov actually lost it to Seth Rollins, who then lost it to Lashley. Logan Paul still got it. He never lost it. Street Profits have won the tag team belts. So she cashed in and won. Well, she won it because it was vacant, so I'll scratch that. Strowman's still the champ. He could be champion a long time. He's still champ. These are still champs. Gunther beat Logan Paul. Rhea Ripley cashed in on Io Sky. Oh, hang on. Io Sky has won the World Championship from Rhea Ripley instead, so they've swapped belts. So this is looking kind of crazy. And then we're going to go and skip. So we got SummerSlam. I'm going to simulate to SummerSlam actually, and we'll have a look at the matches. Right, let's have a look at the matches we've got for SummerSlam. Bayley versus Zoe Stark. Nathan Fraser is challenging Strowman. We have a tag team match between the New Day and Imperium. Candice LeRae versus Charlotte, not many titles on the line. We've got Chase U challenging Judgment Day. Shinsuke versus CM Punk. Randy Orton versus Jey Uso. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for Io's old belt. Will she win? And the main event is rather strange. It's just a tag team with no title. Rather lackluster, to be honest. But it is what it is. That's why we're gonna go and simulate to Raw, so we can see if we get any title changes. Universe Championships. No. Edit shows. So you can see I'm doing this in real time. So I'm not editing it. So obviously there's no changes there on Raw. Are there any changes? I don't think there's going to be any change on NXT, is there? No. Because you never know, they might have a title match during the week. So she has still got her title, so she won. Right, let us go to the next pay-per-view. NXT Heatwave, just so that we can see what matches the computer has set up once again. What matches have you put with? LA Knights challenging Dragunov. JD versus Josh. Wow. We've got Creed versus Chad and Otis. That would be a really good match. Oh, mixed gender tag? That could be quite cool. Solo and Jimmy versus D'Angelo and Channing Tatum. Nathan Fraser challenging Bobby Lashley for the title. He ain't winning that. Rey Mysterio could win that against Logan Paul, and then you've got that as a main event. That is rather strange. Rather strange for a main event, but it could still be a good show. Right. Now I'm going to skip to Raw. Just so we can see if we did get any total changes on NXT. Edit show. I'll check all of them because you never know. Nothing's different on Raw, NXT. Nothing. Oh, we've got new tag team champions, the Creed brothers. Oh, they won before, didn't they? So they must have beaten. Okay, it's getting really confusing. Okay, these are SmackDown's champions. Let's, just to get rid of the confusion, let's now go to championships once again. So obviously it was Bobby Lashley took it off Seth, who took it off Hila. That didn't change. Now these, okay, so these took it off. Okay, yeah, the Street Profits. The Street Profits out. They didn't really have it long, did they? Rhea's still champion. Strowman's still champion. Gunther. All them are still the same. Right, I'm going to go and skip to Payback so we can see once again what the computer has decided to do with their universe. I'm actually looking forward to what you guys want with your universe. Like the universe you guys are going to be in full control. I'm just going to be using the controller. So Randy Orton versus Tyler Bates, Imperium versus New Day, Zoe Stark versus Valhalla, Akira challenging for the Intercontinental belt. That ain't happening. Creed Brothers versus Street Profits. Oh no, sorry, they're called the Pride now, aren't they? That is a random tag match. LA Knight challenging for the belt. Dirty Dom versus Logan Paul. And a steel cage match between Nathan Fraser and Jey Uso. And then we fast to there. Actually, no, we could do it to Fastlane. Do it to Fastlane, and we'll see. First of all the titles, then we'll see what matches they've got set up. It's a bit different this. It's actually quite fun. Just see. I'd like to do one where we actually skip. Whoa! Cody's the champ. The Miz is Intercontinental champ. Creed Brothers are the tag team champions. EO still champ. They're still champs. What is going on? We're gonna have to check who beat who. Okay, Tyler Bates is the NXT champion. The rest are still the same. Oh, this is an exciting season. Then we got SmackDown. Let's have a look. Roman Reigns is still champion. The Miz is United States champion. This is double champ. Maybe they'd like a match with both belts being on the line or something, because it's the only thing I can really say to explain it. Okay, so Tyler Bates beat Bobby Lashley. He has not lost his belt. He's got that. The Creed Brothers are still champions. Rhea Ripley is still the champion. Roman Reigns is still the champion. He has not been defeated. Has even had a match. Cody Rhodes defeated Braun Strowman. So LA Knight never won, which means he must have cashed in, but for some reason the contract, I don't know why he got taken off it. I bet he still had it. It's probably a glitch. The Miz defeated Gunther. Wow. They're still champions. Creed Brothers beat Judgment Day. He beat Gunther. So did Gunther put both belts on the line? And he'd, wow, it's bad. He'd at least keep one belt. Io Sky still champ. Okay. Let us see what matches they have for Fastlane. The Pride versus Judgment Day. What sort of tag team is that? Roman's teaming with Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs against DIY and Eric. Okay, Otis and Chad are taking on Humberto and Angel for the tags. Zoe versus Gigi. Dominic versus Jinder. New Day versus the OC. Baron versus Ilya. That would be a good match. Chelsea and Piper versus Dakota Kai and Bailey. Shinsuke versus Braun. That's a class main event. Last man standing. That's a really good match. Okay, so we then fast forward to NXT Havoc. Because then we can once again check the championships, check if anyone's, see who's beaten who. Oh god, why is he there? Oh, he's gonna be in a feud, isn't he? And then we can check to see what the matches are for NXT. Okay, championships. Okay. Now change there. NXT. No change there yet. SmackDown. We have no change on SmackDown just yet. So now we've got NXT, their Halloween show. These are the matches. NXT belts. The women's tag team match. That's a good match. Kaiden and Katana should win, but Piper and Chelsea do have kind of a really good chemistry. It's really good how that's worked out for them. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo versus the Viking Raiders. Now they have been really badly underutilized. Ivor and Eric are really good. Bloodline versus Tony Angelo and Channing Stacks. Namdar versus Ray. Roman Reigns is challenging for the NXT belt. He's collecting all the gold, isn't he? Almas versus JD is the main event. Wow. So random. Okay, so I'm going to skip obviously to Raw. No, let's skip to Survivor Series. So I want to see what they do for that as well. Okay, let's have a look at the title changes. There's not going to be any for the main roster, I don't think, but you never know, we'll check anyway. No changes, no. Didn't think there would be. NXT. This is where they might be a title change. What? Tyler Bates is still the NXT champion. How did he defeat Roman Reigns? Did he cheat? Oh, we have a new United States champion. Bronson Reed, the monster. He won the World Heavyweight Championship on mine for like a little bit. Universe. Well, actually, didn't even have it that long. Tyler Bates, yeah, he didn't lose it. I'm just making sure like they haven't like lost it and then regained it, but no, they haven't, of course not. Roman Reigns. Cody's still champ. He might be champion a long time. The Miz. Definitely one of the greatest Intercontinental champions there's ever been. Like, he's actually a really good wrestler when he actually wrestles. Bronson Reed defeated The Miz. He's also a really good heel though. When he's a face, he's a phenomenal wrestler. He really is. When he's a heel, he's brilliant in different ways, obviously because he's a cheat. Okay, Wesley versus Bronson Reed. In reality, Bronson Reed would squash him. But in wrestling, Wesley could and should be able to beat him with his speed and his technical side. Though Bronson Reed's quite quick for the size of him. New Day versus Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. Candice LeRae versus Lena Vega. Uncle Howdy's got a match against Apollo Crews. Wow. And then we have War Games. What is going on with this lineup? AJ Styles is teaming with the Bloodline to take on Wolfgang, Kofi's and Baron Corbin. Seth's taking on Tyler Bates, Santos taking on Randy Orton, CM Punk against Big E. That would actually really be a good match. Drew McIntyre versus Bray Wyatt, and then the women's War Games. Blair Davenport's teaming up with... Really? Damage Control and Blair Davenport versus Piper Niven. Okay, that ain't too bad. Ain't too bad. Okay, so now we'll skip again And this time I'm going to simulate to, you know what, simulate to NXT. Now I was going to do one where I simulated each match randomly, but I didn't know if you guys wanted to sit through that, and it might have been more than one video. Yeah, I'm not checking out the matches yet. I want to check out the shows to see what championships have changed. Okay, so here we go. Again, the championships are still the same on Raw. NXT, meanwhile, is still the same. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm actually going to add... Let's add the cruiserweight. I don't want to give anybody the title. I want it to be... Okay, what I've got to do, I'm going to put you as a champion for now. Remove champion. That's it. That's how you do it. Do we need any other titles there? Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. NXT Women's Tag. Yeah, remove champs. Let's see if they actually do that. Might as well. Oh, hang on. Let's actually put their matches up as well. Let's see what happens once I do that. SmackDown, meanwhile. Champions for SmackDown. Ricochet is United States Champion. How has that happened? Okay, let's have a look. My universe. Okay, let's get the top. So obviously we know that hasn't changed, that hasn't changed, that hasn't changed, has it? No, obviously they haven't changed. You still the champion, the Miz still the champion, these are still the champions, this. So Ricochet beat Bronson Reed. Wesley didn't defeat him, but Ricochet did. Ricochet is really, really good. It's just once again, he's another wrestler that hasn't really been used. Alright, let's have a look at NXT. These are the matches. Not bad. He's now after the North America belt. Maybe I should start doing this on ours. Have multi-champions. I never seem to do that though, do I? And then we'll skip to the Royal Rumble. Then we'll have a look at the Royal Rumble matches. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do any more of these sort of videos. If you guys like them and want me to do more of these simulated ones, I will. Right, let's edit shows. Let's have a look before we check to see who's champions at the moment. Again, Ricochet, Intercontinental Champion. Wow. He's on a mission. Ricochet is the North American Champion. He's making up for things on this show. They haven't done anything yet. I think they will at some point. Maybe Ricochet can win that as well. Ricochet is collecting all the gold on this one, on the simulated universe. It's pretty cool. Right, let's go to Universe Championships. Dragunov beat Tyler Bates. He gets his title back that he should never have lost, really. Should never have lost it, but there we go. Right, Ricochet is now the North American Champion after beating Logan Paul. They're still the champion. She's still the champion. Cody Rhodes is still the champion. Ricochet defeated The Miz to become the new Intercontinental Champion. He wasn't content with having one belt. He wanted all of them. I wonder if he'll go for any of the world titles. Is Roman never going to get challenged? Like, no one seems to challenge Roman, do they? Okay, let's have a look at the Royal Rumble. These are the matches. Joseph Dragunov. The tag team titles are on the line. Any other titles? We've got the women's Royal Rumble match. Io versus Candice. Shinsuke versus Braun. I'm actually, for this one, I'm going to do it a bit differently. I'm actually going to simulate the matches because I want to see, and I want you guys to see who actually wins the Royal Rumble. So we'll simulate each one. We're going to go random for each. Could I simulate all of them? So all matches will be simulated. Yeah, we can do it that way. Okay, so these are the winners. Wow, Ivy now won the women's. So I can simulate this random. Who wins? What? 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 That I can understand. What? Him? Oh god, okay. That's your WrestleMania match, guys. There we go. Wow, okay, let's simulate to NXT Vengeance. That's crazy. That is crazy. And we'll do the same with Elimination Chamber just so we can see what's going on. Okay, let me have a look on the shows first. Championships. This is crazy. It's been fun though to see the different changes. And we have a new tag team. We have two title changes. We have the Bloodline as the Raw Tag Team Champions. We knew that happened. I think we saw that at the Royal Rumble, didn't we? NXT. Let's have a look at NXT. Here we go, guys. They still haven't done anything with these. Still nothing. Maybe if I should put... maybe I should... No, I'm not doing it. Let them... If they want to do it, they can. If they don't, it's up to them. SmackDown. Champion still the same there. That's pretty cool. Right, I want to have a look at the title changes. Obviously we know these haven't changed. That hasn't changed. Neither has that. Roman hasn't changed. You haven't changed. Neither has Ricochet. So these beat the Creed brothers. Ricochet still champion. Yeah, they did, didn't they? Yeah, they beat Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Thought as much. Right, so I need to find out what matches they've got planned for NXT. Is this what they got for this pay-per-view? That's like a crazy match. Wow, that's a really good triple threat match as well. Oh, wow, what a main event. Roman Reigns versus Ilya Dragunov. That's really good. Okay, so now we're going to go here and we're going to skip to Elimination Chamber. Edit shows. Let me check the championships I went just one more time. Well, not one more time. Right, these are the championships at the moment. NXT. How has NXT changed from that pay-per-view? Wow, Roman Reigns is the new NXT champion. Cruiserweight champions Ricochet. Creed brothers have got back their tag team belt. We knew how they won that in that fatal four-way tag team match, which is probably awesome. Well, Xavier Woods is the Cruiserweight champion. And then we have... they're now the NXT Women's Champions. No, not bad at all. SmackDown, let's have a look. SmackDown is still the same. Everyone's holding all the gold. Everyone wants multiple championship. Right, let's have a look at the Elimination Chamber matches. Right, these are our normal matches. There's a lot of normal matches. A lot. No championship matches at all. And then you've got the Elimination Chamber matches. Right, okay. I'm actually going to sim the chamber matches so we know who's won them. So what we'll do is we'll go all the way to the end and sim, just so we know who's won each match. So these are the winners of each match, and you already know who's won the Elimination Chamber. Bobby Lashley. See, you know what, with that I wouldn't have minded any of them. Nathan Fraser, he's already had an opportunity. I don't think he'd be good enough to challenge at WrestleMania. Really, one of these two should have been in it. But Carmelo, yeah, I would have had Bron Breakker instead of Jey Uso, and Ilya Dragunov instead of Fraser. Then the women's, let's simulate this. Who's going to win? Random. It's Io Sky. Wow. So, why did the computer put two champions in that match? I have no idea. No idea. Right, okay, let's simulate NXT Roadblock. See if they remedy it before WrestleMania. What I'll do, the last two pay-per-views, I'll simulate each match. If they're really good anyway. If not, we'll just simulate to the end. Okay, edit shows. Let's see if there's any title changes. Okay, these are your titles. Why on earth they had Io Sky? As I said, I'm not going to interfere. I'm just going to be, yay, a new champion. NXT Women's Champion Tegan Knox. Yeah, I'm just going to simulate the matches. I'm not going to be interfering because it's not obviously my universe or your universe. It's just a computer simulated one. I just wanted to see what happens when you simulate. Because I've never even tried it. And I thought I've seen like other people do them and talk about them and say it is actually quite interesting to see. But they've gone through the whole just to simulate to the end, and then gone back on checked and everything. Where I want to do it bit by bit. Okay, just so we can see who's defeated who. She defeated Rhea Ripley. They're still tag champions. Roman's still undisputed champion. He's still the champ. He's still the champ. These three are still there. And there we go. Now, NXT Roadblock. Let's see what matches they've got for us. That ain't bad. That's a good 6-man tag. That's a good tag team match. Okay. A few titles on the line. Oh, can Drew McIntyre take the belt off him? I don't think he will. Not if he's got to fight them as well. And then I'm going to fast to NXT Stand and Deliver. So we've got a few weeks to look back on those. I'm sure there's been some championship matches and some championship changes and whatnot. So we'll have a look through them. Edit shows. Let's have a look again at the championships. Okay, so nothing's changed over on Raw at the moment. So they've obviously not been having championship matches. Here we go. We've got NXT North American Champion Bronson Reed now. We have D'Angelo and Lorenzo as the NXT Tag Team Champions. These stay the same. As if Roman's the NXT Champion. What? LA Knight is the new undisputed WWE Universal Champion. He's defeated Roman Reigns. What on earth is going on? That is crazy. Okay, Universe. So obviously he beat Dragunov. He's still the champion. He didn't fight anybody. He beat Ricochet. They beat the Creeds. She didn't have to beat anybody because she kept her belt after she defeated Rhea. He beat Roman. Jesus. He said it's 16 days. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's have a look at these matches now. Okay, these are your matches for this. Sami Zayn's now after the NXT belt. Corbin versus Strowman. Okay, then I'm going to simulate to WrestleMania. I'm not really impressed with them NXT Stand and Deliver matches, to be honest. But I'm going to sim to WrestleMania just so we can see. Oh God, I cannot believe he's actually got a chance at the title now. So this is Raw. No title changes yet. No changes before WrestleMania. Let's have a look at NXT. Okay, these are your champions. They've got one more pay-per-view to go. And we've got SmackDown. These are your champions. Okay. Let's have a look at WrestleMania. Let's have a look at the matches. Wow, that should be like main event. Look at that for a tag team match. Just a normal tag team match. Again, normal tag team. 6-man tag. Women's tag title on the line. Dirty Dom versus Brooks Jensen. Joe Gacy versus The Miz. Wesley versus Uncle Howdy. Bray Wyatt in his corner. Bronson Reed versus Apollo Creed. Okay, we've got the women's title on the line. Io Sky. Randy Orton taking on Braun Breaker. Rey Mysterio taking on Ricochet. That'd be a cool match. McIntyre is challenging LA Knight. And the main event, Bad Bunny is challenging Cody Rhodes. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate to the end. Rather than skip, we'll go to start show. and then I'll go all the way over here, simulate them all, simulate that, random, Cody Rhodes won, good. So these are our WrestleMania winners. I hope he knows the new champ. Kaden Katana. Okay. And the Judgment Day won the tag team belts back. Right. Then I'm going to skip all the way to Spring Break. Right. Edit shows again, just in case we've been any, because we have had Raw and SmackDown since then. I don't think there's been any chart or changes since then. Has NXT had anything change before their last pay-per-view? Chad Gable, he's the new Cruiserweight champion. He finally wins a title. Thank God for that. I was getting worried he was never going to win anything. And this is obviously his SmackDown champions. So, my Universe Championships. 2 beat Xavier Woods. The rest of them are still the same as before, so that's not too bad. Okay, let's have a look at Spring Break. What have they got on store for us? Good match, good match. Not bad, not bad. Good match, good match. Oh, good match. Really good match. Okay. And again, what we'll do, because it's the last NXT show, we'll simulate these. Oh no, I'm doing another change match. No, we don't want to change them because we don't want to get involved. I want to simulate all these though. Simulate. Okay, so Roman Reigns won, Bronson Reed won, Jey Uso won, Strowman won. Damage Control of the new tag team champions. On Chase U won the belt. Wow, okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, with that being said, I'm going to finish this one here. I will go to the champions again just so you can see them one last time, and if you guys want to see another season of me simulating all the matches, or simulating the way we've just done it so you can see how it looks after being simulated after 2 seasons, or if you'd like me to simulate the entire year, in fact I could do that now maybe. You know what, no, we'll probably do that for the next one maybe, if we simulate like the entire year and then have a look through. So we could simulate all the way to here and then go back, but we're not going to do that yet. What I'm going to do is finish this one here, and in the next one, if you guys want another one, we'll do again, we'll simulate to Backlash. Then we'll simulate to Night of Champions and NXT. We'll look through each match again, see how many times the titles change hand and whatnot. Or if you guys would rather, I could simulate the entire season and we go back through it and have a look that way. It's up to you. Anyway guys, thank you all for watching. Again, it's just something different. It's just a bonus video of what I do for you guys, just to show my appreciation to you guys. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Till next time, take care.